Hola, buenos días, soy Nico.
My body count was like 3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex-chick down in the body had like 2,000 or whatever, but so it was like when I was dealing with my chick, she couldn't really be like, oh, your body count's too much because her body count like 2,000. My body count like 3,000, so it's like, damn, like I ain't feel too bad about it, honestly.
It's a small town. A scandal will work just as well. You'll be ruined.
And today we're here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes. Sorry if I sound a little off. I'm recovering from a head cold, but that's not what you're here for. But before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nico'sAesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams, and to be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations with a varied panel depending on the week. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Now let's get on to last video's comment. It has been a minute since I've done a video because I uploaded a Patreon exclusive explaining the beef between me and the legendary performer XL because he aired me out on Facebook, but I don't feel comfortable covering it on the main channel because I respect him too much to even kind of like put that out there on the mainstream. But if you're interested in finding out what that stemmed from, it will be on Patreon. But this last week's video was basically saying DV in the community is not talked about enough because it was about the Porphy Maximus, Fitness Poppy, and Bay Rap video. And I agree. A lot of people seem to think first and foremost that beautiful people cannot also be violent, but also that violence between two men is different from violence between a man and a woman. But in any situations, if anyone's putting their paws on you in your relationship, that is DV and you deserve better. But let's not get caught up on that conversation. Let's move on to straight T. Nico, yes, because this man, Gucci3rdleg, has allegedly burned majority of the OnlyFans industry in the straight market. Nico, what do you mean? And I have to add that because when this story was breaking, a lot of heterosexual people, whenever it concerns STDs or STIs, they like to say, oh, it's an LGBT thing. So they tried to say, oh, he's a part of y'all community. Y'all just don't know. He's a part of y'all community. No, babe. If he said he caught 3,000 bodies and they were all from women, I'm going to believe him. 3,000. And that's the thing. As a gay person or LGBT person, you usually don't keep track of numbers because we live in hookup culture and it's pretty in and out. But 3,000 for anybody is a bit extreme in my personal belief. But, you know, once again, if you're getting tested regularly, if you're making sure you're uploading sexual health, I'm not going to judge you. But in this particular situation, he was not. Why do you say that? Because he got exposed by Dana Dash. I think that's her name. I'm going to post the video where she basically talks about what happened, and then I'm going to go from there.
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci3rdleg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research, and it is my fault.
So as you saw in that video, she basically said, oh, I was young and I was new to collaborations, and he said he was going to send me his test results and he never did. And I'm just sitting here like, I can't post the pictures, I can't post the videos, but I will describe what she posted as evidence as to how she knows that he burned her. Essentially, she came out and posted the collaboration that they did. and he had an open sore on the tip of his dick. And she said that he explained to her, well, it's just that I cut myself shaving and it's nothing to worry about. I'm going to send you the results in no time. And in my head, as someone who has, a pinga, I'm just sitting here like, hair doesn't grow up here. Hair doesn't grow up here. And I'm trying not to be like funny about it because this is a serious situation, because he said that he has 3,000 bodies. If this is like not new, he could have infected up to most at least 1,500 people. Point is, I'm like, we have to start teaching sexual health for the sole fact that if hair does not grow up here, how do you think he got a cut up here? Because it was right by the head and she's just going to ham on it. And I'm just like, it's sad because at 19, you don't know about sexual health. But at the same time, if you see something suspicious and you go, what is that? And they have to try to explain it, baby, it's better not to engage. It's better not to engage. And this isn't me victim blaming, because some of the victims, sometimes you don't get actual symptoms from herpes. So some of the women I genuinely do feel sorry about. But in situations like this, I'm like, we need to promote discernment, because yes, people lie every day of the week. But at the same time, if I see an open sore at the head of your tip, I am not touching it. I'm not touching you. Like I feel like we also have to add a little personal responsibility, because I always come on here and I tell you that when it comes to sex workers are usually very responsible about their sexual health. They have to get tested, especially if they're using studio scenes, because you have to be a part of the talent testing program, which keeps a database of your sexual health. So in this particular situation, he promised that he was going to send her paperwork afterwards, and it never happened. And recently he came out on a stream with some alt-right boy, I'm not to mention his name, basically saying, look, I got tested and I only tested positive for oral herpes.
Okay, boom.
Okay. Okay, yep, I could see it. So it says here, yep, scroll down a little bit. I see it, yep. Collected. And it says non-reactive and negative.
So as you see, if it says negative, of course, that means you do not have it.
What are you positive for? What is that?
Can you read that?
It says you're positive for HSV1.
Yes.
So what is that? Can you explain what that means?
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more so stuff like that. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me just look it up so I can.
Most adult stars, they do not test for HSV1 in most tennis shoes. Guess why?
Right. Yeah, it says, I'll just read the statistic. It says globally, an estimated 64% of the people under 50 have HSV1, which is the main cause of oral herpes.
Yes. So
let me ask you a question. Where are your HSV1 herpes now, if you don't mind me asking? Does it show up? How does that work?
I've not had like an outbreak or anything but I'll say like if it was to anything grow, it would probably be mostly like a sore.
Got you.
I don't have herpes. And I'm like, but you just showed a positive report for herpes, but it was oral. Okay, all right. But also, the test was from over a year ago. This girl said in March you burned her. So if you're coming online to give out test results to say, look, I'm good, we need to all film together, we still good, but you're bringing up an old test result from over a year ago and didn't just go get tested right now to prove that you don't have it, I don't believe it. Editing Nico, he's basically trying to profit off of all of it now through various business ventures, including retweeting the content of the alleged girl that he burned to make more promo off of it. It's weird, you'll see.
To push safe sex. So it's funny, I've actually already been working on the condom brand, and as well too, I have launched hashtag wrap it up NFT, you know what I'm saying, which I will be donating
10,000 in profits to sexual awareness.
Anything that might, because here's the thing, what people might not know, and Aiden, it's not a laughing matter, brother. Like, we're serious.
The thing I'm not laughing at. No, I'm not laughing at. Really?
Now you won't be serious. Now you won't be serious.
No,
this is
Aiden. Don't do that shit, bro. I laughed at the part where you said. No. I'm laughing at the part where it's about an. Can you guys let me finish? Holy shit, bro! It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But you're making an NFT. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. How can I not laugh at that? You're making an NFT out of a condom. You're making an NFT out of a condom, bro. You're not taking it seriously. You're making it. You're trying to profit off of this whole thing. You're making an NFT out of a. See, you're laughing. You know it's a joke, bro.
Wait, hold on, bro.
I don't believe it, especially because all of the women that was associated with him, his long-term girlfriends, his multiple collaborations, because this man was popular. Gucci3rdleg had over 1 million followers and he would go viral every other day. All the women that were attached to him deleted their pages. Nico, as soon as it came out that he had lower herpes and he was burning people, all of them girls deleted their pages to hide from the embarrassment of possibly being infected. So no. You coming out with a test result from over a year ago to say, look, I'm good. Me and my 3,000 bodies are good. I get tested. I don't trust that.
The Gucci3rdleg, he's not answering us. He doesn't want to get on stream tonight.
Are you going to buy his NFT?
No, I'm not. I can't get a response from Gucci3rdleg as of right now. We're trying. Tav is spamming him. I'm actually going to see if we have another update. Last time I checked was 2 hours ago. So we're trying to get an update from him. So that might be cooked.
Respectfully, I don't think people give a fuck about Gucci3rdleg like that.
No, it's very viral right now. People want to know the follow-up on this story.
Like 5 people on TikTok and they're going to forget in a week.
Nah, actually has like millions of views on X. People want to know what the fuck his results are. Yeah, Tav is just...
Chat, spam ones if you don't give a fuck about Gucci3rdleg right now.
I don't trust that at all. And I understand because he's in the adult industry and this is how he makes his money, he's trying to do damage control. But baby, half of the straight industry is now burning because a major player in the game was slinging pipe to just random people unprotected. Because this man was seen with celebrities like Sexy Red, other turn-up girls like female rappers. Yeah, we at parties. Oh yeah, we having fun. And now people are looking at Sexy Red crazy because she was taking pictures of him. I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to go about a witch hunt in which we just look at everybody that he's pictured with and be like, ooh, who got it? Who got it? Because like Dana said, this happened in March. So March onward, if he had any collaborations, y'all need to go get tested. I mean, you needed to be getting tested anyways, but y'all really need to go get tested. And this is really a shout out for the straight community because a lot of people don't understand the LGBT community because of the HIV crisis. We tend to take getting tested seriously. Unless you're DL, unless you're in a poverty-stricken area where you do not have proper access to sexual health and sexual education, most people that have the access take it. A lot of people are on PrEP, which is an HIV preventative. A lot of people are on DoxyPrep, which is a syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea preventative. So if we have these things that are able to prevent these possible STD transfers, LGBT community, we're usually on top of it. So in this particular situation, this is, I don't want to say luckily because a lot of people will be affected by this. This is a straight thing. This is a straight industry thing. And a lot of those people are currently in danger of losing their livelihood, of losing their connections in the industry, and losing their physical health. But yeah, with that being said, I'll leave the conversation up to y'all. How do y'all feel about Gucci3rdleg possibly burning half of the industry with how he's been collaborating and not actively getting tested since the test results he brought up to show on a live stream were from a year ago? How do you feel about Dana when she saw an open sore on his pinga and he said, oh, I cut myself shaving at the tip, and she still decided to put it in her mouth and have super happy adult fun time, shaft, unprotected? Because that's my thing. It's like, in any situation, if you got to look back at something and think, should I do that? At minimum, just use protection. It's that simple. I understand you might feel silly sucking with a rubber on. I'd rather just not do it than don't do it. Girl, if you see an open sore, don't put your fucking mouth on that. I'm sorry. I'm rarely like, are you crazy? But in this particular situation, I'm usually understanding about sexual health, but you saw an open sore? Like, it's not, because a shaving scratch is a scratch. An open sore is a hole in your body. You saw a hole in this man's thing and you put it in your mouth and your nana. Like, oh my God. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not spreading enough sexual awareness. If you see something off, girl, don't do it. To all my girls, guys, gay boys, whatever, do not do it. And I feel, and it's funny coming from me, you know, what I do, but it's important to get the test results before you do it. Like me, if I'm going on a trip and I'm working, I either ask for when you last tested, I get the results, or I get tested immediately and then immediately afterwards. I make sure there is no window for gap, that I have an error, because I luckily don't film that often. But if you are filming regularly, especially in the straight content creation field, girl, just get tested. Make sure you get tested with your partners. If they say, oh, I'll send it to you afterwards, don't do it until you get the results. That's simple. I'll send it to you later. You can send it to me and then we can film. Especially if you know I'm traveling to come film with you. Girl, you can get tested before I get there. There ain't no issue. But yeah, with all that, I'll leave it up to y'all. Because normally I do not believe in victim shaming or victim blaming. But in this particular situation, I'm just like, there was no self-preservation. Like you saw it. It was clear as day in the videos that she was posting. I'm like, hey, you willing? Okay, girl. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's tier 3rd tier subscribers, Shevchenko Fan 18 and Tatted Wolf 323. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. In this week's live stream discussion will be another virtual hangout, because after this long period, I need some time with my girl. So if you want to spill some tea, if you want to come for a quick key, make sure you check it out.